Hello everyone and welcome to Petra. This is our next stop on our little Jordan road trip. In the last video that you saw based here, we were down in the Wadi Rum and I spent 24 hours in the desert taking photos of various different things, getting my landscape juices flowing, which I haven't done in God knows how long. But we are now in Petra, staying literally a 2-minute walk from the actual entrance to the site of the actual seventh wonder of the world. But we're in the town, we're going to have some good times here. We're only here for a day again. We're going to be going into Petra tonight when the sun goes down. We're going to photograph the town and do my typical style of street photography, and then tomorrow early morning we're going to head to Little Petra, which is about 10 kilometers from here. We're going to go and photograph the monastery first and then walk basically the normal route backwards to get it a little quieter and to capture it in my own way, focusing on light, shadow and shape. And then we'll be there pretty much all day, and then tomorrow at 5 p.m. begin our travel back up to the Dead Sea, where I'm just going to have a day of relaxation, because being in Egypt and now being here, it's been a lot. Lots of photos have happened, lots of things have happened, but without further ado, I hope you enjoy this video. I know I did, and if you haven't watched the Wadi Rum one, I'll link that on screen and in the description. But enjoy this, I know I will. See you soon. So we're just walking along the promenade. I've just seen a stray cat that I took a photo of. There's quite a few of these in Jordan, but they're well looked after. I think the thing with stray cats, and any stray animal really, is you've got to really judge them before you approach them. Take it slow. You know, some animals don't like it when you get down low, so just take it slow and then approach it, and then you can get photos that look something like this. Pretty cool, right? They look good. He was looking at the camera, standing next to a car tyre. Looks pretty alright. So I must have been waiting for this balloon longer than I thought. I thought I was only here for 5 minutes, but the sun was up when I got here, and now it's behind the mountain. So yeah, didn't capture it going up. It hasn't been up once, but it might be because people are still fasting, and usually people want to get some rest while they're fasting, so you can't blame them for that. It's quite nice though over there. The balloon is just in the light still, and it's really golden over there, and you've got a mix between dark and light. Now it is a shame because there was a horse and a man riding the horse coming down from this guard shack over here, and he was walking down, and I thought he was going to come all the way along. He didn't. He walked about 10 feet and went back up. So don't know, but it is what it is, right? Petra by night soon. So we'll go and get our ticket for that, because you can't book in advance. And then that should be good. Candlelit, treasury building. What more can I want? It's going to be lovely weather for it as well. So hopefully there's some good pictures there. I haven't done much of a walk. I've just done the promenade and a couple of side streets. Haven't really found too much, but you know, who knows? The pictures might edit good. I haven't looked at them yet. I haven't chimped. Oh, this is a lovely area. So we went into the Petra Museum. It's free to enter, and there's a few rooms. Tried to get something framing people in archways and stuff like that, but that's just one of the things. Once the light goes, I've always said it, museums are great for that sort of thing. We're just at the visitor centre for Petra now, waiting to get Petra by night tickets. Should be good. Hopefully we can get relatively close to the front, get a few of the candles in, but not a mass of people in front, to still get a clean image. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we get something good. And just like that, about 20 minutes later, this is our first sight of Petra and the treasury building. What a beautiful sight. Good morning. Petra by night was incredible. It's just a shame that there was quite a few people. Even though we were one of the first to get there, they were filling in at the back, so anyone that came late was getting a front row seat, which I found backwards, but it's okay, because I still got some good pictures that I like. Very typical of that area, and when you're photographing the Petra by night experience, you photograph very similar things, right? The candles and the treasury building. It's bound to happen. I feel ill today. I've got a proper bunged up nose and yeah, not great. It's probably a mixture between not drinking much and not eating much, too much sun, all of the things. But it's okay, we pursue, we carry on. Because today, we're getting picked up from the hotel by a driver, going to Little Petra, and then working our way through from the monastery back to the treasury building during the daytime. So hopefully we get some cool shots with the sun, shadow, shape, light. It should be good. Let's give it a shot, shall we? So we climbed for about an hour and a half, 2 hours in total. And usually that'd be fine for me. But God, I'm shattered. Why did I have to be ill today? You know, the one day that you need to do all the walking. But look at this place. Absolutely incredible. This is a monastery. One of the most visited sites in Jordan, Petra. And it's absolutely dead. Everyone's thinking that, you know, the conflict's happening on Jordan's borders with Israel and Gaza and all this sort of stuff. It means that Jordan's unsafe, and that's just not true. It's one of the safest countries I think I've ever been to, and absolutely amazing. The people are so hospitable, and they don't ask for anything. The only thing that they want, more tourism. That's important. On an average day, 8,000 people come here, usually. Now, 2,000. Less than that. Crazy. Made our way further down into the valleys now. We're on our way to the treasury. All the caves in the distance there. It's really cool to look at. Big amphitheatre from Roman times. By the looks of it, carved into the rocks here. Yeah, that's really cool. Really, really nice. Now, we're going to keep on to the treasury building and hopefully get some nice pictures of the treasury in the daytime. Got some nice pictures of the monastery. It's really empty. I don't think the same is going to be said for the treasury building, but that's fine. Let's see what we can get anyway, because Petra by night was fun. Busier than I thought it would be. Who knows, this could surprise me and be dead quiet. So, we've just finished our little walk with our guide all the way through, and we are just around the corner from the treasury building, which is just around there. Before I do that though, I think it's time, because I'm sitting in the shade, to just have a look what the hat hair's like. Not great, right? Not great at all. What is great though, is this lovely contrast between light and shadow. As you can see, everyone that walks through is silhouetted, and I'm just trying to capture various subjects. Whether they're in the light or whether they're in the dark, just capturing some little scenes there. I think it looks pretty cool. I've also had a little flick through some of the images we got today, and I think I've got a whole set on what would be Bedouin life, and I think that's really cool. Just a collection of images on the Bedouins that are living in and around Petra, so I think that's really cool. Let's head to the treasury building, see what images I can get there in the daytime. I haven't seen it in the daytime yet, but hopefully there should be some sun on it right about now. So let's have a look. So we made it to the treasury building. The sun not on the right side though, so let me just double check if it's actually coming this way at all. No. Sun would have been there at 11 in the morning, shining on the treasury. It's now just past the treasury. It's 2 p.m. But you can still see it. Have a little look. It's a stunning building. There's some camels on the floor. There's some Bedouins in place. Very nice. Just a shame about the light, but we did get some good shots along the route that I don't think we would have got if we did it this normal way, where we came in through the visitor centre rather than the back way in Little Petra. Nevertheless, let me see what pictures I can get here, spend some time, relax, chill. We'll go from there. Fingers crossed. So that's it for our time here in Petra. Next week's video you'll see me walking around Arman and Jerash as well, which is quite close by. Just taking photos, enjoying it like we have been. But all that's left for me to say is a couple of things really. If you're thinking about coming to Jordan and you're hesitant because you think it's unsafe or anything like that, one thing that I've heard from every Jordanian that I've spoke to here, and they are very talkative and are happy to give you their time, is they rely on tourism so much and they have just lost it since their neighbouring countries are at war with each other. Jordan is completely safe. I've never felt safer in a Middle Eastern country, that's for sure. This place is amazing and there's tons to see and tons to photograph. So if you're hesitant, don't be hesitant, do it. This is probably one of the best trips that I've done for photography. So thank you for letting me do this by supporting my prints and supporting the work on these YouTube videos and the Instagrams, because it really does help. Other than that, thank you to We Are 8 for giving me this hat. They really do look after me, and it's not even sponsored. I started using it recently, just uploading some pictures on there, and you will see some exclusive content on there as well. And it's just a social media platform, and they gave me a hat because otherwise I probably would have died of sunstroke, let's be honest. And that wouldn't have been good for anyone. So, yeah, thank you. I'll leave a link in the description to We Are 8. It's not available everywhere, so check before in your location if it is available. But highly recommend using it, because all you need to do is upload portrait style images, portrait style short videos, and interact with each other. There will be exclusive pictures from this trip going onto We Are 8 as well. And you will see behind the scenes work and all that stuff in general. So, well worth a look at. Thanks again for your support. Thanks to We Are 8 for making me not die in the sun. I'll see you next week in Amman. Bye bye.